Let me ask you a question. How do you feel when you think about your business? When you go into your Excel spreadsheet, KPIs, all that stuff. What do you really feel? Not like a surface level kind of thoughts, but really deep inside, how do you feel about your business? Because let me tell you this, my friend, the problem that 99% of entrepreneurs and just people in general, you are the reality's submissive bottom bitch. And yes, you heard it right, this is exactly what I said. The reality just has you by the balls and just banging you like this. You're not creating from the abundance, you're not creating from the passion, freedom. You are just a service to someone else's reality. Basically, as I said, just a submissive bitch to the reality. And that's the hard pill to swallow. You might be sitting here, just like successful, rich dude making, I don't know, like millions per year. But if you look deep inside, that's the illusion. That's the illusion. You can have all the money that you want, but you can still be a cockroach to this reality. And that's a fucking hard pill to swallow, if you really think about this. Because you cannot run away from this. You cannot. You can have all the material success, but you can't run away from your intuition, from the real feelings. And in this video, I want to talk about this. I want to talk about why the business that you have is not, we could say, the right way of doing business, or it's not the right type of business. Pretty much the exact same thing. And you know what, like, fuck the script. I have my bullet points on my iPad right now. I'll put some chapters to keep it structured, but let's just get into it. Honestly, I'm not going to try to hook your attention, because this is business cockroach behavior, while everyone is trying to be a fucking slave to the algorithm. Oh, let's make a good hook, let's hook the listener, let's make a perfect thumbnail, make them click, like all that bullshit. That's just fucking that's fucking clown behavior. And the whole infobusiness industry is just like fucking clown behavior. So let's get to the point. The first thing that I want to talk about, and this is something that I see among the most successful business owners, not everyone, but quite a few, right? The so-called exit. Like, think about this. How fucked up is to build a business that you just deep inside despise? Like, you don't like what you do, and therefore you're trying to remove yourself from operations. Maybe it's not that you have a business, it's the business just has you by the balls, and it's just like, again, you are being the bitch to the reality, to your business, which is just doing like this. Think about that. This is so absurd, but this is just something that you start seeing, like you start noticing about the reality when you really wake up, right? It's like, the question is, why did you start a business? Why have you built a business that you want to exit? Why have you built a business that you don't want to be a part of, right? Let the business run without you. Like, excuse me, what the fuck is this? Is this like professional level, let me find like a cool word for that. Like masochism? Like, what the fuck is this? And honestly, I really never understood this. Like, how can you create a business and just, wants to exit? Another thing is why I think most people in general, not just business owners, but I'm talking to business owners, and especially the successful ones who might be like at a really good financial level, already like 6 figures, 7 figures, 8 figures per year, like whatever, right? Because money is nothing. Money is literally like it's nothing. And what I think is, again, one of the big problems is this word, like, I have to, I must, I need, like all this all this garbage. These words, they are literally poisoning your reality. So what I mean by that, you're probably doing something in your business and then you're thinking, oh, I have to do that because industry is this, or because some big guru said that, or like whatever, right? It's just all bullshit. And well, the reason I'm so confident about this because I was in a similar situation for honestly the last few years. So I want to give you like some info about my business. If you're seeing this video for the first time, like who am I? And yeah, so I am a music producer and I've been in online business for the last like 6 years, around 6 years. And I've been basically a slave to this illusion. Like, think about this. So many gurus are telling you, oh, like you have to scale, do more marketing, better conversion, like email marketing, better content, make sure you do the right thumbnail, like all this fucking clownery, like all this bullshit. It's just so ridiculous because what I realized lately is, just looking back at my business, it was like a classic high ticket business model where like I would be doing content about music production. And by the way, you can look like I made 430 or something videos, right? And I just realized that, you know what, at some point this content is just started sucking the soul out of me. It's like I make content not because I am very like passionate about it, but just because like, oh, like I have to make videos to get more clients, or like I have to make videos like this type of video because it converts. So let me go and research the competitors. But in reality, how it looks is like, imagine this, like all the reality that you see is like, it's not real. Nothing in this reality is serious. It's just like your mind projection. Like you are infinite consciousness. You came here just to play and to get human experience. Yet so many people, you treat this game off reality. You treat this human experience like you're so serious that it's like it's just ridiculous, right? So back to the topic. You know, I was making pretty good money doing my business full time. Just like making YouTube videos, coaching people in music production. But lately, I discovered something that absolutely fucking blew my mind, and that was the book called Kybalion, which is about the Hermetic principles. In simple words, it is about the mechanics or design of this reality, whatever word speaks to you more, right? And once I understood that this physical reality is just the illusion, then everything changed. Like everything changed, and I looked at my business, I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I don't feel like I want to play this algorithm game, right? So I paid $16,000 last year to coaches, mentors, programs. I was like 2 programs to be specific. I'm not gonna drop names just to be respectful. But it's so funny that you pay like big money to then realize that like it's all insect level marketing, like literally insect bot level marketing. All these systems that these so-called gurus, coaches, my net worth is 200 plus million, like all that bullshit, right? What they teach you is just to be like an efficient slave inside this system, right? Like think about this. This video is so different. I can literally say like fuck off or like fuck you, like I can say anything that I want. But I know my vibe is so magnetic that like nothing compares to that. Like all the cockroaches bitch is gonna be triggered because they get offended, because they are pathetic. They cannot really stand the truth, right? And I realized, again, it's funny, that if I keep doing what I was doing, go the classic way, oh, let me run some paid ads, let me do the video sales letter, let me do some fancy fucking marketing system. So we have the funnel, then we have the lead magnet, and then we're gonna do the like buy us a car. Go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself with this fucking approach. It's like I don't even want to be nice in this video. Honestly, I want to repel so many people, like as many people as possible, because I just want to talk to people who are like really starting to notice that something is really off with this reality. It's like it's fucking utopia. Like it's a comedy. Like this reality is literally a comedy. So I'm going a little bit off the cuff here, but point is, I was doing the classic info business stuff, and then I realized, you know what, I want to change the approach. And then, you know, think about this. I've been doing music production for like 5 years, and then I was pretty successful at it, but I just realized if I keep doing it, it's just gonna suck my energy. So it's like that business was not really serving me, and I realized that if I'm gonna keep pushing myself, if I'm gonna keep lying to myself, well, I'm just gonna burn out. So what I decided to do is I did something really big. I started a completely new project, which is this, what you are seeing, right? It's business, spirituality, esoterics, like lifestyle, everything like in one. And to get back to you, where are you compromising on your business? Where are you not really listening to yourself and just going like on autopilot? Oh, you know what, let me just keep doing, like it works, it's comfortable. Oh, the industry is that, the economy is that, the politics is that, like I can't really change my strategy, and you know, all that stuff, right? That's just fucking pathetic behavior. I think about this, like so many people are so conservative in their business model, so like they are so limited in their mindset that they are not willing to accept the fact that they might be just a slave to the system. They might be just a slave to their own business. And this is something to think about. Because if you get triggered by my words, if you think that I'm insane, no, I'm not insane. You're just like, you're a fucking bot. That's all that is. And it's so funny because I really wanted to start making these kind of videos where I would just say whatever the fuck that I want. Whatever, right? Do you have that much freedom that you can say fuck off to your business, that you can say fuck off to your partners, that you can say fuck off to this reality? You probably don't. You just have way too small balls when it comes to that. So let's go to the next point. Your business is like it's a spiritual, energetical entity, right? So if your business doesn't have passion, if it doesn't have soul, if it doesn't have like those, like think of pleasant, like positive from the human perspective emotions, right? So if you are building your business from the scarcity kind of mindset, like I need to make more money, I need to scale, I need to do this, like if you are just thinking of your business as a lifeless machine to print cash, you are fucked, my friend. Like you are fucked. This is not business, this is a fucking mental prison. Like, it's pretty dark shit to admit, but probably the majority of like online gurus, they are trying to compensate for their shitty self-worth with millions. Oh, like I made X millions at X age. Like, do you really think people are retarded? And they're gonna buy into that? Like, you can be rich from the materialistic point of view, right? But you can be a fucking spiritual peasant. Think about this. I'm gonna say that again. You can have all the millions that you want, but deep inside, you are a spiritual peasant, spiritual destitute. Well, something to think about again, right? So if you want more money in your business, you want more money because you want more freedom. But the more like you are on this hamster wheel of like scaling, doing more, and the more you sacrifice your life, I need to work harder, I need to scale, I need to do this. No, you don't. No, you don't. It's like the more you play this scaling game, the more you play this more, scale more impact, more this, more money, more that. It's more like you are just being like a very obedient slave to the system. Like again, reality just has you by the balls like this. So like all that you do is just like print cash. But like, is your life really gonna change if you have like more zeros on your bank account? You know what? I'm infinitely rich. I'm infinite. I'm infinite consciousness. I'm infinitely rich. I don't give a fuck about the money. I don't give a fuck about anything in this reality. Do you have big enough balls to just say, you know what, I refuse to play this game? Or are you just gonna sit here like a fucking cockroach? Or like, oh no, I can't do that, can't do this. Well, that's your choice, my friend. One last point about the business as entity. Do you ever feel life, or do you feel like this biological attachment to the KPIs that you have in your system? Like, think about this. Most, like, at least a lot, probably the majority of business owners, business gurus, it looks like they have nothing, they have no life besides their business. Like, think about this. If I take away, like, something is going to take away, like, all your money, all your so-called impact, what are you going to have at the end of the day? Nothing. Nothing. And that's pretty harsh. But that's actually the point of this reality. Like, it's built this way. It's built to so that you never wake up. Like, think about this, okay? And all right, we are getting closer to the end of the video. This is actually like a first video where I decided to just share something today. And when you are making content, this is again just another question to challenge you. When you are making content, are you trying to go by the algorithm? Oh, like, I have to come up with a title, and then I have to come up with a thumbnail, and only then can I make content. This is fucking pathetic. This is insect bot level marketing. You are so afraid to be yourself, do what you want, not what people expect, not what society tells you to do, not what fucking another business guru told you to do. And again, some people get pretty successful with it. It's like they make millions, maybe like hundreds of millions, but by the end of the day, they still play by the rule. Like, what's the point of having all that, like, all these millions, all that, like, don't get me wrong, like, money is like a part of this game. Like, I'm not against that, but money is worth nothing if you don't have a free soul, a free spirit in this reality. Because once you realize who you are and why you are here as infinite consciousness, having this limited human experience, like, you will have all that money. You will have everything that you ever wanted, right? Just let go of that bullshit. Just refuse to play this game. Can you be so unapologetically yourself that, again, you just say fuck off to the system, fuck off to your business, fuck off to your partners, fuck off to your friends? Probably not. And that's pathetic, my friend. So the first key to changing this is just understanding where you're at in your life. Okay, what do we have at this point? Two things, two last points that I wanted to cover right now is, now, speaking of this, I'm driving into the point. So once I understood all these principles, the Hermetic principles of this reality, I created a project which is called Spirit Circle, which basically I made it purely from my experience and from my intuition. I literally just let go of all that bullshit business dogma, all that bullshit like advice, do this, don't do that, you know. I said fuck off to the system. I'm not playing this system. I'm not playing this reality. Reality is my bitch. Can you say it like this? Or are you still playing by the rules? Are you still being that submissive bottom bitch to the reality? You think it has any power over you? Well, that's your choice, my friend. Now, I'm not gonna sit here and pitch you my I don't even want to call it a product, my thing, Spirit Circle. The link is going to be in the description, but the most important point why I mention it is you can just study it. Honestly, You know what? You can go and fucking study my presentation, because this is like, it's just another level. It's not just another level, it's another fucking universe. When I look at businesses, at their marketing, at their presentations, it's fucking pathetic. It's bot level marketing. So just for research purposes, like, go ahead and visit my website, look at my videos, how I'm doing my videos, how I'm speaking in front of the camera, and the type of things I'm saying in the video as well, because that's very different from this clown game, from the cockroach level marketing that so many business gurus are still teaching. They're teaching you how to be a fucking slave to the system. Okay? And now the last thing, if this all has resonated, you can go check out Spirit Circle, see if you like it. And the thing is, it's very hard to get in there. I don't give a fuck how much money you have. And now the last thing, and this is something that I intend you think about. You can either be the cockroach, the slave to the system, to this matrix simulation, however you want to call this, or you can finally wake up, grow balls, and start living the life on your own terms. And if you want to do that, then you can go check out Spirit Circle if you like it. But it's really hard to get in there. I don't give a fuck how much money you have. All I'm looking is resonance. I'm looking for people who wants to expand their consciousness and start being a fucking slave to the system. So that's it, and thanks for watching, my friend.